Hi, my name is Josh Rhodes with Crypto Y'all, and in this video, we're going to tackle the question, is Bitcoin a better investment than real estate? We're going to get into it. Okay, so I started out investing in real estate. As a matter of fact, I was one of the guys going through the 2008 financial crisis and the mortgage crisis here in the United States. I was putting a for sale sign in the yard of a real estate investment property that I had just done 80 to 90% of the work myself on. And I remember how painful it was to be underwater in a real estate investment. However, over time, you know that real estate has been an absolute powerhouse. And even so much, it has special tax benefits in the United States specifically. And it is one of those asset classes that has dominated the wealth scene for years. But then an interesting thing happened in 2009 in reaction to the mortgage crisis, in reaction to the frivolous greed and the mismanagement of our fiat banking and currency system. This cryptocurrency, this decentralized network called Bitcoin was launched in reaction to the 2008 financial crisis. And so the question that I'm posing today is, can Bitcoin actually be the answer and replacement or apex property to invest in rather than a single family rental home, commercial real estate, whatever kind of real estate you're into? Can Bitcoin be superior? And the whole thing that really sparked my interest in this specific question was this post that I saw on Twitter by Oliver L. Velez. Go give him a follow. Shout out to him. He's the brain trust behind this conversation here. No affiliation whatsoever with me, except I'm a loyal follower and love his thought pattern here. So he says he's getting a lot of comments as of late that real estate is the only thing worth selling your Bitcoin for. And so he's going to make an argument here that maybe that's true for some, but over time, this will become less and less the case. Physical property today is the inferior form of property, period. So just think about how audacious that statement is. Physical property today is the inferior form of property, period. Real estate is taxed forever, depreciates in real terms, like it corrodes, right? It rots, requires constant maintenance and upkeep. I know that's true. I have a property management team who does that for me. Barely stays ahead of the break-even hurdle rate when including monetary debasement and price inflation. So this is kind of the crux of his argument. He's saying, hey, look, the real estate, yes, is appreciating in value, but it's under the umbrella or the dominion of the US dollar fiat system, which if you go back and check out a chart like this one I'm about to show you. So here at Seeking Alpha, we've got the purchasing power of consumer dollar. This is the index value, not seasonally adjusted. And you can just see, even since the financial crisis of 2008, and this has just been, if you go back even to the 40s, the 30s, the 20s, it's down and to the right on the chart. And this is because the loss of purchasing power is permanent. As this chart shows, it doesn't come back up. And so you have to keep having more and more US dollars to be able to buy that real estate, meaning the real estate is really, ironically, given the analogy, is built on sand, meaning the fiat currency system. So back to Oliver's tweet. In truth, real estate is never truly owned, but rather borrowed or rented from the state. It's highly illiquid, indivisible, and it can't be transported to different locations. It can never follow you. Now, for those of you who are real estate investors out there, you and I both know that these are more theoretical arguments and less practical. I mean, I own real estate in places I don't live. I don't want it to follow me. I know plenty of landowners who do not care where their land is. They just want the income from it, the appreciation, et cetera. He's talking about over long term, over time. Like this is just more of like an argument conversation that you can have for fun over beer with your friends. But like he says, I'm often reminded of an old commercial. This is going back to the fiat dollar system and real estate relationship, of an old commercial, a popular, powerful campaign against drugs in the 80s and 90s. He links to it. This is the commercial where the guy's standing in the kitchen. He says, holds the egg up. This is your brain. And then the frying pan that's hot. This is drugs. And he puts the egg on there. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions? Like he's basically, when he thinks about real estate and the dollar, real estate is your brain and the dollar is drugs. And when you put them together, it just fries it, right? So the sad part about real estate is that it's built on the US dollar fiat system. Okay. It's like, exposing your brain to drug, exposing this valuable asset to a bad foreign substance. But then in the same spirit of the commercial, he says, consider this. This is real estate, the egg. This is Bitcoin, okay, not a frying pan. And this is real estate on or against Bitcoin. This is as corny as the original commercial itself, but perhaps effective in showing clearly that Bitcoin is consuming the value of everything, including your previous real estate. Real estate is leaking value against Bitcoin, or looked at another way, the value of all real estate is trending towards zero in Bitcoin terms. See image 4. I don't make the rules. It is what it is. Choose wisely. So Oliver's obviously a Bitcoin maximalist, which is totally fine. We need these guys. But check this out. This is the image that he was referring to. In 2017, you needed 125 Bitcoin to buy your average house in the United States. In 2022, you needed 20 Bitcoin to do so. His point, Bitcoin's going up in value. Real estate, widely regarded as the apex property to own on the planet over houses and yachts and everything else, right? You got to own real estate. Bitcoin, you need less of it now than you did back then, even 5 years ago, 6 years ago, to buy this awesome property. So the question is, if you look at the charts that he provides, like this one, where the relationship of real estate is going downward, Bitcoin since 2009, this is the value of Bitcoin over the last 13, 14 years. This is the Vanguard real estate ETF. So you can see since 2008, real estate has been accretive in value, but it was after a massive crash. And we all know this is because the Federal Reserve had a 0% interest rate and was printing money for over a decade. And so now what's happening, you start to see this, obviously this is a Vanguard ETF, but the illustration obviously is that the accretive value of real estate cannot keep up with the accretive value of Bitcoin. So I'd love to know what you think in the comments. What's the best property to own? Is it Bitcoin? Is it real estate? What are the benefits that maybe I'm not talking about here in this particular video that maybe I'm missing out on, or maybe I'm not thinking of clearly? What are your thoughts? Give me your opinions. Like, subscribe, follow. And hey, if you want to learn how to do crypto investing, create passive income, build supplementary wealth that's parallel to maybe what you're doing already. Maybe you love your career. Maybe you want to keep doing what you're doing, but you want to build that nest egg up more. Or maybe you want to escape the 9 to 5. Maybe you're in a corporate grind and you absolutely hate it and you want an escape hatch. Crypto is an unbelievable escape hatch for many people, but you've got to know what you're doing. I've created life-changing money with crypto. I've got a plan. I've got a framework. I call it the crypto flywheel method. And I have a private mentorship and mastermind for all of the great people who share core values and they want to learn more and they want to earn more and they want to take destiny in their own hands. If you want to see my free case study on how we create passive income with crypto, go to cryptoyall.co and check out the video there. It's a free case study. Just subscribe. I'll show it to you on the page after you opt in. Hey, and if you like what you see and you want to talk to me one-on-one, we can do that. Schedule a call and we'll discuss what I call Get Paid Daily, the private mentorship and mastermind here at Crypto Y'all. Talk to you soon.